Hello class, welcome to our webinar session. First I need to instruct you how we are going to communicate during this session. As you can see, there is a chat box here where you may write your questions. If you prefer to use the microphone, you may do so too. Let me show you here. If you go to my mood, you can find here, you can raise your hand. This is a nice feature. You can raise your hand to show that you have a question, that you want to say something. If you don't want to speak using the microphone, then I can open the notes pad here, and here you can write any questions or examples. For instance, so feel free to do that. Okay, so these are basically the features that we are going to use. So you can we can communicate. If you have any questions, you may raise your hand, as like I said, and you can I can stop and explain with more examples to you. All right, class. In this session, we are going to learn how to use correctly gender of Spanish nouns. If I say gender, yes, that is correct. I said gender. I know that there is no gender in English, nouns or adjectives, only names and pronouns. But in Spanish, there is gender in articles, nouns, and adjectives. So this is something new for you, and we need to learn it, work on it in the gender of Spanish nouns. But before we go exploring this gender issue in Spanish, I like to do a brief survey. Let me go here and open this poll I have ready for you. I like to do this brief survey because I want to have an idea on how much you might know about this topic. Okay, so here is our question. Would you be ready to take a test today? So, okay. Here's my question. I'm sorry. Okay, so these are your votes. These will be your options. Okay, so I can see that you're not ready for today. So let us keep it for, how about Friday? We'll do the test. All right, class. Okay, so let us then go ahead and start with our presentation. So this is gender in Spanish. Spanish nouns are either masculine or feminine. Masculine or feminine. The general rule is that most of nouns ending in O are masculine, like in carro. Most of nouns ending in A are feminine, like in casa. So, which article use? El or la? Los or las? If we have gato, then we use el gato. If we have gata, then we be la gata. Gatos, los gatos. Gatas, las gatas. Any questions? Okay, let's continue. Gender denotation. There are some exceptions, of course, because their Spanish is made of words that come from uh, also Latin and Greek. And so in words that denote gender, like el padre, would not take the rule of the O for masculine. Same with la madre. This is a noun that denotes a female. La mujer also. If you have any examples, if you know any other words, for instance, we also have la nuera, and for masculine, el yerno. Okay, let's continue. Other masculine nouns. To make this topic easier, there is an acronym, LONERS, which stands for L for el papel, el árbol. O would stand for el juego, el grupo. So these words belong, the O, belong to the normal O ending nouns. N would stand for el pan, el examen. E, el café, el tomate. R, el amor, el sur. S stands for el lunes, el viernes. Here we have a problem. El problema or la problema. Because problema ends in a, this is a very typical error for Spanish learners who tend to follow the a ending rule. You should not worry about this because this is a short list of words. These are nouns of Greek origin, ending in ma, ta, pa. Examples of that would be el problema, el mapa, el planeta. If you know any other words, if you heard words, say el problema, problema. Have you heard the word el telegrama, el crucigrama? And then we have el mapa, el planeta, la escopeta. Other exceptions, el día, el mediodía. They end in a, but they take the masculine article el. We have other words like el tranvía, el pijama, el sofá, el gorila. Please do further work on this topic for a quiz tomorrow you will find on the course materials. But let us continue. Different endings for feminine. There are other feminine words other than those ending in a that have different endings. Nouns ending in dad, like in ciudad, la ciudad de Nueva York. Tad for libertad. Tud for juventud. Sion for canción. Sion with an S for televisión. Pion. Anybody has a word for that? Pion. Religión. S for languidez. Tris for actriz. Umbre for a word like costumbre. So usually these words are abstract nouns or concepts like libertad, lealtad, juventud, estación. Okay, that is not an abstract concept. Estación, which means station. Televisión, television. Religión, estupidez. Emperatriz, muchedumbre. These cases and all